All right, hello everybody. This is part three of my silver series. Talk about silver prices here. Gonna explode. Gonna go to the moon like Dogecoin. Just kidding. Okay, so if you look at the price of silver, if you didn't watch the first two videos, basically I said how silver has skyrocketed. It basically double topped up here and then it crashed. Chances are there was some weird freak out in January. Don't really know the answer to that. Speculative buys, but for it to maintain to be so steady, essentially over the last, I mean, even this is 2013, 2012 era, but then it was like way further. So to be relatively steady for all these years, then to just shoot up in the last year, kind of not surprising considering everything that's going on around the world and internally here in the United States, which has become just a I don't even want to say just a show. Um, People are looking like, what the heck? What do we do? The value of the dollar is falling. I've already showed this to you guys, but I'm going to keep doing it. I'm just going to keep showing. I'm going to keep showing this lovely $38 trillion in debt. Not U.S. total debt, though, is $106 trillion. This is, as you can see here, households, business, state, and local governments, financial institutions, and the federal government themselves. 106 trillion is wild. We really need to get it together. Like, how are banks going to sit here and give a number on us about our credit score when the federal government's 38 trillion in debt, and then they're actually part of it too. Okay, that's a side note. Last video was looked at silver price, the silver uses, but I personally think that there was a speculative buy, and it came crashing down, especially after Kevin Warsh was named by Trump as the Federal Reserve replacement. Kevin Warsh, nominated by Trump. I believe that was somewhere at the end of January. January 30th, which coincides a little bit. Chances are somebody got the news. They bet you the big players got the news. Yeah, there you go. Almost right to the day. Somebody probably had the news beforehand. So Kevin Warsh gets nominated. Silver prices crash, essentially the next day. Reason why? 114. This is written and then down to 77. About $40-something drop. Actually, this was up to like 117 at one point. Just don't think it closed there. So Kevin Warsh has been known to be very critical of the Fed and bad policy. And in fact, it's a lot of people were surprised that Trump did nominate him because Warsh does not seem like the kind of guy that is going to go along with whatever Trump wants. In fact, may do the opposite, or just be like Jerome Powell and keep rates steady. So people were saying, "Oh man, if they're going to lower interest rates again, it's going to be more inflation. We need to stick our money in something that's going to maintain value, silver or gold or whatever." And then once they found Kevin Warsh, boom, crash. That's one. That could be one reason. People say it was, that there's data centers, whatever, all these big data centers. There's mining that needs to be done too. That's why silver prices jumped up. But for it to remain steady for so long and then just jump up over, let's just say, I don't know, right around here is 47, and in the last, I guess, couple months, almost triple. There's something more going on. Okay, so now let's talk about gold prices. I know this is the silver series, but it coincides. As you can see here, gold prices almost follow the same trend line as silver. Except it's way more expensive to buy per ounce. This is per ounce right now, real time, on February 24th of 2026. And you can see that it shot up exactly the same thing. Except there was a drop. I'm about to sneeze. I'm sorry in advance. Excuse me, I didn't have time to press my mute button. Apologize for that. As you can see here, though, it didn't drop the way silver did. It kept going up. This could be for any number of reasons. Silver has always been a hedge against inflation, and a lot of world governments are buying up silver, China included, all around the world. Because I do think that people are losing faith in the dollar. Because when you start seeing this, and you see our current political climate and things not really getting solved, and I know people want results right away. We need results right now. We need them. We need them yesterday for things that haven't even happened yet. That's just not the way the world works, and people just need to get over it. But the thing is, there's a lot going on internally that other countries are looking at us and saying this is the United States is may not be as uh, reliable as they once were, which is fair. So as they see this number ballooning up, or spending ballooning, or deficit, we actually got a budget actually going down there. One thing going down, that's fantastic. But then all the other stuff going up, the interest, credit. I mean, it's not a great situation. So we talked about Kevin Warsh. So gold's always been used. This is what stuff that silver is used for. Blah, blah blah. Gold has also been used as a store of value and to really just hedge against inflation, which is what I think we're starting to have. There's a website that I go and buy, and I'm not being sponsored by JM Bullion. I just really love them. I've been buying from them for the last 3-4 years actually. Um, as you can see here, let's talk about like an ounce of gold. 1 ounce gold bar. So one of these little things, and these are small. These are about yay big, and they're pretty light. One of these, $5,000. That's 1 ounce. Okay, that's I don't know, about the size of this little thing, maybe even smaller. And it's about just as light too. So just for kicks, because I know I can't even afford it. Maybe one day. Actually, yes, one day it will happen. 10 ounce. 10 ounce gold bar, $53,000, which is ironic. Let's wait to use debt clock. It's such a great reference. Average new car price is $51,000, right here, on the right side of the screen. That means that one of these 10 ounces, 10 ounce piece of gold, um, is the equivalent almost to a brand new car. So you may go to the dealership if you have a 10 ounce. And what's great about this website is you get free shipping on orders over $500. So there you go. I wonder if they changed that. It used to be $200. Oh no. So as you can see here, I was buying from this place a lot because of uh, it's just over $200. I guess just until recently, maybe until this started happening. This has been seeing this for the last 2 months now. Never saw it before until January, and actually maybe end of December. I don't know. It was somewhere December 2025. I think it was in early January. Yeah, I put in a couple orders, and I mean it took about 2 weeks for them to get shipped. This is not. It used to be pretty much next day. So even here, something's going on. But now they changed this free shipping on $499 plus orders. It used to be $200. So as you can see, as people are buying this stuff, now you even have to buy more just to get free shipping. It's not going to be a substantial thing. It's like 10, $20, something like that to ship. So it's not outrageous, but it is what it is. Because now it's like an extra $10. That if I just want to buy $250, which is my usual purchase, now I have to pay $10 extra. All right. So then let's go to platinum. Oops, sorry. Let's go to rare coins. Other. Here we go. Let's do platinum bars. Platinum is also used in a variety. I have one of these platinum bars. It was not that expensive when I bought it at all. Platinum price, as you can see here. The reason why I told you that, I bought this a while ago, and just within the last year, platinum has increased over 125%. It kind of did the same thing silver did, shot up, then it just took a hit, not like gold. And then there's palladium, which you can also buy on this website. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cold here. Maybe that's why I was so grumpy earlier. So here you go. Like you said, I also have one of these. Excuse me. $2,044 an ounce. I did not pay that much for it. And as you can see here, over the last, it actually went down. So it used to have a huge, used to be very expensive. Now, see, this was interesting. I didn't even know this. And so therefore, in the last year, it's gone up $891. But you go back 5 years, and it's actually at a low price. So people are like, hey, should I invest in this? Should I buy this? You never know. Because gold was the only one that's basically up and to the right with very little dips. Silver kind of did the crash thing, just like palladium did right here, as well as what platinum did. So gold is essentially the safe haven asset. But as you can see here, there was something that occurred from 2019, essentially, to 2025, these 6 years. COVID. COVID was one of them. Why it happened during COVID? I don't know. That is what is palladium used for? I was thinking it is. Catalytic converters. So there you go. Jewelry, industrial equipment, investment. But remember, catalytic converters being the thing that were getting stolen on TikTok. People were showing those videos, basically, and how they even start cars improperly. But there was, remember, catalytic converters were a thing, and that was happening a lot during COVID. I'm not saying that was, but there was something that occurred. But as you can see, it kind of did what silver did, shot up for an extended amount of time, and now it's sort of, and then it ended up back where it was back in 2018. It kind of leveled out and then it shot up again. So it might end up going back here, which is what I think is what's happened will happen with silver. Silver, I mean, as you can see, with silver prices, it just kind of has been a long, steady increase. Silver will not become the price of gold. There's just no way. However, I do think if you're planning on investing in any type of precious metal, you cannot go wrong. There's just no way. It just depends on how fast you want to get there. But as you can see here, silver was a slow and steady increase into the last several months, and I do not think this is going to last. I think, and then here you go. This is actually what palladium did. It kind of had like it rocketed it up, and it's not even that much, 16, but it kind of did the same sort of thing palladium did, and then it crashed back down, and as you can see, it's going back up. That's what I think is going to happen, is that it's not going to stay up here at $100 an ounce. I think it'll decrease for a while and kind of remain steady, maybe around 70, 80, but then it'll still continue to go up. So that's really all I got to say with the current affairs in the United States. Things are obviously not great. Everyone sort of knows that, and not sort of, they should. There's a lot to siphon through, a lot of good information, a lot of bad information, and a lot of information in general. However, you got to kind of cut out the noise and just see what's going on. So if you see that precious metals are increasing in price over time, chances are it's because people are afraid of the future and they need a hedge against inflation, which is, in my opinion, what is occurring. Whether politicians want to tell you that it is or isn't, it's a sheer fact that everything is going up in price and everybody knows it. And if you don't believe me, and you need this, and you're a source, bro, just go to usdebtclock.org. Look at the average car price today, and then in 2000. Look at the home price now, and then in 2000. Look at the median income now, and then in 2000. So income's gone up 20,000 bucks. Home prices 2.5 times. Same thing with car prices. And that's just two major assets. We're not even talking about electricity, food, and all that other stuff. All right. Hope you enjoyed these series of videos. I'm going to make some more, deciding on what to talk about next. I'm going to kind of look through here. Might talk about state debt clocks. I live in Illinois, which is a highly taxed state and highly broke. Whereas I moved from Texas, which is a low tax state, but also broke. So not really sure what system works. But I think that's maybe something I'll dive into a little bit on my next series of videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in to Calvinomics. Have a great day.